quiet crisis in college sports. Student athletes struggling with mental exhaustion, anxiety, and depression.
NCAA survey has revealed staggering numbers of college athletes struggle with mental health issues.
A lot of them will get back into sports. However, juggling classes, practices, games, it can also take a toll on young athletes and impact their mental health.
Inconsistency has led to a major increase in depression and anxiety rates in young athletes.
Being an athlete is both physically and mentally demanding, and it can take a serious toll on one's mental health.
Sports. Sports is more than just a competition. It's a world built on pressure. From expectations to performance demands, athletes constantly carry the weight of proving themselves. They train their bodies, but they also must train their minds to survive stress, doubt, and fear. Pressure doesn't just test them, it transforms them. We now see how pressure has impacted the life of one Anis Lukili forever. He grew up in Utrecht chasing football at the highest level. By 15, he was playing for FC Utrecht's academy, one of the biggest clubs in the Netherlands. He started off as a defensive midfielder and made an immediate impact on his team. He had 8 goal contributions in just 6 matches. He wasn't just performing, he was thriving. But mid-season, everything shifted. Doubt crept in. He became his own harshest critic, punishing every small mistake. The joy of the game faded, minutes disappeared, and confidence unraveled. Less than a month after being the team's standout player, Anis was fighting not the opponents, but himself. In our interview with him, he mentions that
this led to my mental health taking a toll. I was constantly hyperfixated on the pitch and off the pitch. I started thinking nights about the mistakes I made the day before. And it really just craved up to me until I said, I don't want to play anymore, and I decided to quit.
Over the next few years, Anis isolated himself from the game he once loved and focused on other aspects of life while still struggling with mental challenges along the way. However, one event changed the course of his current life forever.
What really helped was moving to Spain, where I could play football with my new friends every Thursday. This helped resolving my mental issues and my anxiety. It also helped me gain back the love for the game I once had.
Anis is just one example of how pressure and expectations can impact young athletes' mental health. His story is a starting point, not just to seek help, but to break the stigma around struggling in sports. But personal stories alone aren't enough. To truly understand what's happening and how to fix it, we need expert insight. So to help us unpack the science behind performance and well-being, we turn now to a sports behavioral science expert in Matthias Prados.
Hi, my name is Matthias Prados. I'm a sports psychologist with focus on behavioral science, and I've been working with teen athletes for the last 25 years. And I'm here to tell you and show how and why pressure truly has a bigger impact on athletes than we think. Society thinks that athletes are often mentally unbreakable, but in reality they're vulnerable like any of us, and they live under constant evaluation. Their identity is highly tied to the performance they can provide, and with that it comes high stress, and sometimes during their whole life.
He then adds that around 30 to 40% of young athletes experience moderate to severe mental health symptoms, whether it's stress, anxiety, or depression, and the fact that it is significantly higher than the global average. More so, he states that the solution is first accepting the flawed culture in sports that promotes toxicity and toughness as strength, and then getting every athlete to focus on their own journey through integrating mental skills into daily training, such as emotional regulation and varying forms of meditation. He then starts off by concluding his arguments by stating,
true mental resilience isn't about silent endurance, but it's about the ability to identify the struggle, acknowledge it, and find the right support network. And it's really about focusing on what is the value for you and not so much about the noise of the competitiveness of sports.